So when I'm doing these braces, it's fairly straightforward, yeah? It's kind of like follow the same process every time. I'll just carefully pop the door down. Check it for square. So once I've laid the door on, for my own benefit, run the tape over to see that it's all absolutely perfect. So that, and it is basically. So I've got, if you want to have a look at that, it's got 87.5 inches here. I'm using inches because sometimes it reads easier than say 2 meters, 222. In fact, that's pretty easy too. And then I'm just going to check the other corner as well. And the reason for this is, so that's absolutely bang on, 2 meters, 222. And the reason for that is when I'm putting these braces in, if there was a slightly bit of out of square, if at this point I could probably make a brace just a tad tight and it will just give me that bit I need. But I don't need to do that. So what I need to do is get my brace. I'll go and get the timber. Here's the timber. Get 2 out of this. So I'll just break it in half with the circular saw. To make these braces go in is really straightforward. Different ways of doing it. Pop these on. So what I'll do is just lay my braces on where I want them, in the right direction of course. And all I need to do is really, with a nice sharp pencil, is just mark this intersection, of course. That's the overall length from there to here. Same on this one, do all the same jobs at the same time. Square those across. Now I'm bringing the braces to the corner in the centre. So what I want to do is square these across into the middles. Like so. And then I just need a point mark. These are 120, so I want to go 60, a little mark there. That's all I need everywhere. 60. Quickly do these ones as well, just to speed the job up. I mean, this is more carpentry than joinery, this particular bit. There's no machines apart from the chop saws. And then we're ready to go. Now what I did initially to work everything out was I had one laid over in the middle and I marked it from underneath, and that gave me the set on the saw. Now I've conveniently set 2 saws up because it's not at 45 degrees. So I've got 2 cuts, but both will add up to 90. So my steepest cut is 47 degrees and my shallow cut is 43 degrees. Okay, so that's all I needed to do with the saws. Now by having this mark on here, I bring it to this saw, which is the steep one, and I'm going to cut here right the way through with that dot there, both sides. So we'll do that first. Now this saw is good because it casts a shadow where the cut line is exactly. Probably hard to see on camera, but I've cast a shadow there, and that's where I want to be. Obviously same on the other end. Cast a shadow. And we take it into the other saw. Now that creates a perfect 90 degrees, and there's my little mark just there. And then I'm just gonna, now the secret here is when you line up the blade, you can leave it all off, you don't need to turn it on, but you can pull the tooth down and you can see exactly where you are. And I'm gonna leave it a little long. I'm going to turn it around, same on the other end. And just line it up first, right there, leave it a little long. And then we'll give it a dry fit, a try. This way around. There we go. And what we can do then is basically check both ends that they're nice, that they fit nicely, and then just take a hair off with the saw, one of the saws, until it's exactly right. So what we're doing is effectively shooting it in. We just go like that, just leave it up a touch, check the shoulders. I'm going to just take a hair off of that. By doing that, by taking a millimetre off here and there, we can get them to really fit nice and crisply. Or alternatively, you could just mark it and just go to that line, but it's best to just take a little bit at a time. I'm also getting some MDF 6mm and just dropping it in here, the grooves, so it doesn't fall through. Let's put it in the right position. There you go. That's where our tongue and groove boards are going. Put that in here too. Until you get to a position that you just want it to support itself, and then all you've got to do is thumb it in. And then that's the result. I just want to thumb it in. That's it. So it's best not to try and cut to your line straight away. You're much better off taking a hair off it every time. You're just much better off. So this one's ready to go as well, because I did all the marking up. Now I'm going to go for a first time fit this time with a thumbing it in. So this time I've gone a little bit closer instead of keeping it off the line, just to show you can do it in one as well. But the safe money is cut it oversize and just pare it back, because these saws are so good at taking 1/4 millimetre off, or 1/32 of an inch, or whatever you metric people say. And that's it. So thumb that in, and that is the basis of cutting in a piece of timber without any pencil marks all over the place. That's what we don't want. I don't want pencil marks here, here. All we need is that point, if you can see that, is just there. Look, pencil mark, that's it. Clean that off, done. And that's it. That's how we get the braces in before we put the cladding on.